I'm Melissa Stein. I'm a poet and book editor in San Francisco, and I'm going to be reading The Windhover by Gerard Manley Hopkins. I caught this morning's minion, kingdom of daylight Staufen, dappled Don John Falcon, in his riding of the rolling level underneath him, steady air. And striding high there, how he rung upon the rein of a wimpling wing in his ecstasy. Then off forth on swing, as the skate's heel sweeps smooth on a bow bend. The hurl and gliding rebuffed the big wind. My heart in hiding stirred for a bird, the achieve of, the mastery of the thing. Brute beauty and valor and act, oh air, pride, plume, here buckle. And the fire that breaks from thee then, a billion times told lovelier, more dangerous, oh my chevalier. No wonder of it, sheer plod makes plough down Cillian shine, and blue bleak embers, ah my dear, fall, gall themselves, and gash gold vermilion. So most discussions of this poem focus on Hopkins' mysticism and religious beliefs, but that's not what drew me to this poem. It became one of my earliest favorite poems because of its passionate attention to sound and rhythm. What this poem said to me from the very first time I read it and the very first time I heard it was that a poem has a life in simply the sounds that it chooses. That language has resonance outside of its meaning, and sometimes that language can be even more important than the meaning. And I've always felt that meaning is subjective anyway, so what makes literature last over centuries is that every single person that interacts with this work of art has a different interpretation. So lines like skate's heel sweeps smooth on a bow bend, or sheer plod makes plough down Cillian shine, or the achieve of, the mastery of the thing, and the shiver-inducing, gash gold vermilion are simply breathtaking lines that have informed every single poem that I've written since. And another Hopkins poem begins, as kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame. And nobody was using such powerful alliteration like that back in 1877 when this poem was written. So he was breaking rules and boundaries left and right. And you can just feel that happening when you hear this poem and when you read it. So you can see why the poem wasn't even published till the 1920s, because it was so ahead of its time. So this 138-year-old poem, which describes the glory of a bird's plummet through air, just feels edgy and dangerous.